Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. First of all, I would like to say my greetings to my examiners and my supervisors, the Honorable Ma'am Dr. Nur Aini SPD MPD as my first examiner, the Honorable Ma'am Rian Raihana SPD MPD as my second supervisor, the Honorable Prof. Dr. Nurdin Noni M. Hum as my first supervisor, the Honorable Sir Hairil Anwar Korompot, MA, PhD, as my second supervisor. So, I'm Rizky Ramadhani Yasin from English Education Study Program 2019. In this occasion, I'm going to present my research proposal with the title is The Effect of Using Picture Word Inductive Model on Students' Vocabulary Mastery. So, the proposal consists of three main chapters. The first one is introduction, the second chapter is literature review, and the third chapter is research method. So, the time I will start discussing about chapter one, that is introduction. Introduction consists of 5 points. They are background, problem statement, objective of the research, significance of the research, and scope of the research. The first one is background. We'll use that vocabulary is central to language and critical important to typical language learners. Without a sufficient vocabulary, someone cannot communicate effectively or express his ideas in both oral and written form. Since English is the first language taught in all-level education, it becomes a necessity to know the main goal why English becomes so important. This research will use picture or inductive model. It will be one of effectiveness and interesting way that could be applied in any classroom. It seems obvious that varieties of teaching techniques need to maintain the interest of the students so that the researcher interested in trying one that could be used by teachers to increase their teaching technique in teaching English especially, and can help the students to improve their vocabulary. The next part is problem statement. This research consists of two problem statements. The first one is how is the student's vocabulary mastery before the implementation of picture or inductive model, or PWIM. The second is the use of picture or inductive model, or PWIM, able to improve students' vocabulary mastery. The next is objective of the research. The first is the study aims to find out the student's vocabulary mastery before the implementation of picture or inductive model. The second is to find out whether teaching vocabulary by using picture or inductive model is able to improve students' vocabulary mastery. The next is significance of the research. The first is theoretically. This research is hoped give contribution of knowledge to develop teaching learning process. It can help to involve the students in teaching learning process. The second is practically. The first is for the students. This research is hoped that the students can improve their vocabulary through picture or inductive model and develop their study in order to be successful. The next is for the teacher. The teacher can use the result of the study as a feedback on teaching activities, and they will increase his performance in teaching program well. The study also gives contribution to the English teacher. The use of picture or inductive model as a vocabulary teaching technique to improve students' vocabulary mastery and also to improve the result of teaching vocabulary. The next is for the readers. This research is expected to give contribution to readers, particularly the students of SMP Negeri 8 Makassar, in enriching reference concerned with the use of picture word inductive model to develop vocabulary mastery of the students. The last one is for the researchers. By doing this research, the researcher can enlarge the research thought and get a direct experience from it to get the truth. This research will give the researchers knowledge and could apply in the future. Next is scope of the research. By the content, this research is conducted to improve the students' vocabulary mastery of the 8th grade students of SMP Negeri 28 Makassar. It will be focused on the using of verbs, noun, and adjective. By the activity, the students will be given treatment to improve their vocabulary by using picture word inductive model or PWIM. We move to the chapter 2, that is literature review. The literature review consists of 2 points. They are pertinent ideas and conceptual framework. The first point in pertinent ideas is teaching vocabulary. The first one is a definition of teaching. Brown 2007 said that teaching can be defined as showing or helping someone to learn how to do something, giving instructions, guiding in to study something, providing with knowledge, causing to know or understand. It could be said that teaching is transfer the knowledge or knowledge processed by a person. By teaching, we also can help people to know something and guiding someone. B. Definition of vocabulary. Kasihani 2008 states that vocabulary is a group of words of a language that convey meaning. When the language is used based on the statements, it can be stated that vocabulary is a list of words that is used by, understood by, or at the command of a particular person or group. The list of words can be used to express ideas and feeling in communication. In conclusion, vocabulary is a group of words in a language. People use vocabulary which are arranged into sentences to express their opinion, their thought, and also ideas in their communication. The next is kinds of vocabulary. There are 6 kinds of vocabulary. The first one is nouns. Nouns arranged with the verb helps to form the sentence, or that is essential to every complete sentence. The second is pronouns. A word that takes the place of a noun is applicable to some types of pronouns but not to others. The third is verbs. The verb is varying arrangement with nouns determine the different kinds of sentence statements, questions, comments, and exclamations. The fourth is adjectives. The adjective is a modifier that has the grammatical property of comparison. The next is adverbs. Adverbs range in meaning from words having a strong lexical content to those are used merely for emphasis. The last one is preposition. The preposition is classified as a part of speech in traditional grammar. The next is a component of vocabulary. There are 5 components of the vocabulary. The first one is frequency. Frequency has been accorded a high level of significance in ELT for many years as a result of the use of word frequency counting as a procedure in forming syllabus and material design. The second is pronunciation. In the initial stage of language learning, it's common for teachers to insist on a fair amount of pronunciation practice of new words to help learners acquire the correct stress pattern of syllables. The third is contextualize. Uh, Contextualize present a linguistic and psychological reality, and that presenting words in the context of a text will provide support and reduce interference. The fourth is depth of processing. We lack language learning research studies to confirm this. Through it will be certainly core with teachers' intuitions and with self-reports from learners. The last one is building word network. The general issue for teachers seems to be whether learners should simply be encouraged in non-specific ways to actively build their own association for new words and thereby extend the networks of the mental lection, or whether vocabulary learning activities should include direct instruction which aims to shape the association learners make. The next one is types of vocabulary. There are two types of vocabulary knowledge. The first one is predictive vocabulary. Predictive vocabulary is the set of words that an individual can use when writing or speaking. They are words that are well known, familiar, and used frequently. The second is receptive or recognition vocabulary. Receptive vocabulary is words that the student recognizes and understands when they occur in a context, but which he cannot produce correctly. And productive vocabulary is words which the students understand, can pronounce correctly, and use constructively in speaking and writing. The next one is the importance of vocabulary. Bromley 2004 states that vocabulary holds some important roles in teaching learning process. They are followed. The first one is promoting fluency. Students who recognize and understand many words read more quickly and easily than those with smaller vocabulary did. The second is boosting comprehension. Vocabulary knowledge strongly influences comprehension. On a component analysis of comprehension, word meanings were found to make up 74% of comprehension. The third is improving achievement. A large vocabulary means a large of conceptual knowledge, which makes academic learning easier. Students with large vocabulary score higher on achievement tests than those with small vocabularies. The last one is enhancing thinking and communication. Words are tools for analyzing, inferring, evaluating, and reasoning. A large vocabulary allows for communicating in ways that are precise, powerful, persuasive, and interesting. The next is vocabulary mastery. Vocabulary mastery is an individual's great skill in using words of a language, which is acquired based on their own interests, need, and motivation. Vocabulary mastery plays an important role in the four language skill, and it has to be considered that vocabulary mastery is one of the needed components of language. The second is picture word inductive model. Definition of picture word inductive model. The picture word inductive model, or PWIM, developed by Calhoun in 1999, which uses pictures containing familiar objects, actions, and scenes to draw out words from children's listening and speaking vocabularies. This model helps students add words to their sight reading vocabulary as well as their writing vocabulary, and also discover phonetic and structural principles present in those words. The next is the purpose of picture word inductive model. Picture word inductive model has several purposes. It's used to lead students into inquiring about words, adding words to their reading and writing vocabularies, discovering phonetic and structural principles, and using observation and analysis in their study of reading and writing. Another purpose Another purpose of the strategy is to develop learners' vocabulary concepts, paragraphs, sentence, and structure in general content subject matters, including mathematics, reading, science, and social science. The next is picture word inductive model to teach vocabulary. Picture word inductive model used to teach reading and writing, but picture word inductive model is also used to teach vocabulary because in picture word inductive model there are pictures containing familiar objects, actions, and scenes the students can hear and see the word spelled correctly directly, and they will analyze word by word. In example, phonetic, synonym, antonym, how to spell it, and etc. The students also read the vocabulary so it can make them more understandable and make easier to memorize the vocabulary. Next is strengths of the picture word inductive model. According to Cohen, that picture or inductive model have many strengths. They are students hear the word pronounced correctly many times, and the picture word chart is an immediate reference as they add. The teacher can choose to emphasize almost any sound and symbol relationship. The second strength is students hear and see letters identified and written correctly many times. The third is students hear the word spelled correctly many times and participate in spelling them correctly. The fourth is in writing the sentence, the teacher uses standard English, transforming student sentences if necessary, and uses correct punctuation and mechanics, for example, commas, capital letters, and etc. As different mechanical and grammatical devices are used, the teacher describes why the device is used. After many lessons and experience with the teacher modeling the devices, the students learn how to use them too. Next is conceptual framework. According to the figure, this research consists of input, process, and output. In conceptual framework, input refers to give material about vocabulary. Process refers to know the use of picture or inductive model in learning process on students' vocabulary mastery. The author gives pre-tests and post-tests that focus on nouns, verbs, and adjectives to find out students' vocabulary mastery. Output refers to students' improvement in vocabulary mastery after using picture word inductive model or PWIM. The next chapter is chapter 3, that is research method. Uh, Research method consists of research design, population and sample, research instrument, technique of collection data, and technique of data analysis. The first one is research design. Research design. The experimental research method had various types of design. The experimental method in this study would use a type of research design with the one group is pre-test, post-test group. The next is population and sample. The population to be examined in this study are 8th grade students in SMP Negeri 28 Makassar. Which will involve 2 classes. The sample of this research will take class 8A. The researcher chose 8A because the researcher wants to improve the vocabulary mastery of students who focus on nouns, verbs, and adjectives. The next is research instrument. In any scientific study, instrument for collecting data is important. The accuracy of the result of research is mostly dependent on how accurate the use of instrument. This research instrument is a vocabulary test. The test will be multiple choices that will contain 30 items. Every number of multiple choices in pretest and posttest have the same level of difficulty. The next is technique of collection data. The first one is pretest. Before researcher give treatment to students, researcher will first provide the initial test or pretest to determine the extent of the ability of or knowledge of students of English vocabulary. The next is treatment. After the pretest, the researcher would give treatment to the students. Treatment is conducted for 5 meetings. The researcher will teach the students about vocabulary by picture word inductive model. The next is post-test. After giving the treatment, the researcher will do the post-test as the final evaluation to see whether the students' vocabulary improve or not by using picture word inductive model. The next is technique of data analysis. The data of this research would best artistically analyze. The researcher used statistical computation by using SPSS or statistical program for social science for hypothetical of tests. The objective of using SPSS in this case is to practically and efficiently in the study. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.